Anything unexpected during pregnancy is scary and stressful. A local charity aims to show that babies with Down syndrome are as special and unique as any other. They work to provide families with useful information in a positive manner. Reporter Trevor Scholl has more.
Yay!
Jack's what, an almost 4-year-old? Now he's all over the place, just as you expect any 3 or 4-year-old. He loves music. He actually loves sports, like really loves to go to games. He's your typical 3-4-year-old kid.
Chris and Carissa Carroll know the joys and trials to wear the title of parent, and they know to be ready for unexpected results.
Take the ice, drop the puck, let the game begin.
For example, their son Jack and his smile.
Yay!
After an emergency C-section during labor, Jack was born. But that's only where the story begins.
Walking in and handing Jack to me, there was another nurse that followed up and asked me the question, are you aware of trisomy 21?
He brought Jack over to me and they said, this is our baby. And I was still really emotional of how the birth went. And then, he said, and they think he has Down syndrome. And at that point, I just cried out and we had a moment together and then, just trying to process this new unexpected news.
Then came the questions.
Part of it was we didn't receive any information about what Down syndrome is. I had to ask one of the nurses, do you have any information about Down syndrome? And so they kind of, were like, I think we have something here at the hospital, which only really allows you, in today's society, what do? You go to the internet, which there's a lot of inaccurate information out there, especially when it comes to certain diagnoses. And so really kind of saying, what is our future going to look like?
For the Carroll family, the rest is history, but they are playing no small part in helping future families. They created the nonprofit Jack's Basket to give other families the resources and support they so desperately looked for just a few years ago.
In the baskets are baby gifts, rattles, burp cloths, blankets, and also it's balanced with resources about Down syndrome. We just recently celebrated our 250th baby, and in the first 2 years there was 200 babies, and approximately 170 babies were here in the Twin Cities area, and then we celebrate them around the United States. We actually, our 100th basket went to the United Kingdom and a couple to Canada. So we're just spreading the mission that babies with Down syndrome should be celebrated like any other birth.
This simple idea that sprouted from love turned into something much bigger.
As I met more and more families raising kids with Down syndrome after Jack was born, I really found that many families weren't even congratulated after they had their child in the hospital. And I was heartbroken about that, and I just said, you know what? Every child deserves to be celebrated. And along with not receiving any information about Down syndrome, I said we need to provide families an opportunity to learn about the resources and support in the local area and around, really in a sense, the world. And so I just said, let's go back to the hospital on Jack's first birthday and celebrate his life. So we went on his first birthday with 2 baskets, and they were, including the gifts and then also just a letter from our family.
Chris is the Blaine High School boys hockey coach, and that, along with Jack's love for sports, provided a unique opportunity for fundraising.
Interested in tickets?
Yes.
Good prizes. It's to raise money for Jack's Baskets to keep the awareness up about Down syndrome and how children that have Down syndrome are a precious gift as well.
At the Blaine versus Hill Murray game, Jack's Basket became the star of the show thanks to local businesses donating prizes for raffle, for donations, and Chuck-a-Puck proceeds also went to the charity. Jack even got to drop the puck to open the game.
Tonight's game highlights a non-profit organization called Jack's Basket. Jack's Basket celebrates babies with Down syndrome.
With Jack's brimming positivity and the Carroll family's optimism, they hope to end the negative stigmas associated with Down syndrome.
I would encourage new families in saying that your child, you know, as I had mentioned, is going to change your life for the better. And right now, all that this child needs is your love, and we'll show you so many new things.
For North Metro TV News, Trevor Scholl reporting.